Quotes: 7 Presidents of Indonesia. 1. President Soekarno. Whoever wants pearls must dare to plunge into the deep ocean. This expression wants to state that anyone who wants to get something beautiful and valuable then himself must try his best to achieve his desire or goal. No one else can help you to achieve the goals you want to achieve unless you are yourself. Hang your dreams high in the sky. Dream as high as the sky. If you fall, you will fall among the stars. Everyone must have a dream or ideals. Hang your dreams or ideals as high as the sky. Try your goals and dreams are not just something that is easy to achieve. Try to make your goals and dreams into extraordinary things which no one else has ever thought of. It may seem difficult to achieve, but you have to try and try. Even if you fail, you don't fail at something mediocre, something that everyone can achieve. 2. President Soeharto. If you want to be an advanced person, you must be good at knowing what is happening, good at seeing, good at listening, and good at analyzing. A good person is not just those who have a kind and open heart. A good personality is the result of a combination of curiosity and openness to all things for the purpose of good knowledge and change. It's useless you are a good person, but you don't care about the situation. Your good nature and attitude will only stop as a perception of people, not as a deep impression, either for yourself or others. Our greatest glory is never to fall, but to increase every time we fall. The sentence is very interesting. From it can be concluded that the quality of a person's self will increase when the person experiences challenges in the form of big obstacles on his way to success. When a person encounters an obstacle, then the obstacle has unwittingly raised the person's own self-image. 3. President B.J. Habibie. You don't need someone perfect. Just find someone who always makes you happy and makes you mean more than anyone else. When you are struggling, you may feel that you cannot fight alone. Find people who can accompany you in your struggle to achieve your goals. Be grateful if that goal turns out to be a common goal. You don't need the perfect person to accompany your struggles, but you do need someone who can understand your situation, cheer you on when you're feeling down, and things like this make people feel more human. Failure only happens if we give up. No one succeeds without experiencing phases of struggle that are full of failure. That's okay. Failure is not a sign that you are not capable, but a sign that you are strong and great enough to work and try. Just haven't fulfilled what nature wants from you if you want to be truly successful. What you need to do is bounce back from failure and try again harder and smarter. 4. President Abdurrahman Wahid. Guster. Glorifying humans means glorifying their creators. To humiliate and humiliate humans means to humiliate and despise their creators. In the struggle, not infrequently, people justify various ways to achieve their goals. Some people do not hesitate to use cunning methods such as getting rid of opponents by demeaning and humiliating their rivals. When you are faced with a situation like this, never respond in the same way because it means you are not that different from those who really can't compete. You don't need to demean your co-workers, friends, relatives, or anyone else who you think has the potential to be an obstacle and a rival in achieving your goals. This is tantamount to demeaning God as the Creator. It doesn't matter what religion or ethnicity you are. If you can do something nice for everyone, people will never ask what your religion is. It can be said that now we live in boxes of beliefs that instead of uniting but actually distinguishing based on belief. Not infrequently, we also disagree due to differences in beliefs to take root in other matters that actually have nothing to do with it. Always be kind to everyone because when you do good, the thing people remember from you is your attitude of kindness, not what your religion is. Basically, all religions teach goodness. It's just a matter of how we as adherents express it in our daily actions. 5. President Megawati Sukarno Putri. Happiness is not because of a coalition with power, but happiness will come when we can cry and laugh together. Power cannot guarantee that a ruler's life will be happy just because he has the power to govern everything. You don't get happiness because of visible material things. Gratitude can cry and laugh with those closest and you care about as one of the true definitions of happiness. Life is not always about material things, about power, about worldly things to have. Sometimes, even things that cannot be grasped can give happiness. Stop being pessimistic about this country. We will restore its dignity and greatness. Although there are still many people who are pessimistic or even demean our country, Indonesia, but not with us. We must remain optimistic that Indonesia will be more advanced and great, show the world that Indonesia can. 6. President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. If the leader is too heavy-handed, our democracy will die. If left on the pretext of freedom, this country can become a sea of anarchy. Good leaders are leaders who not only want their own desires, but those who can protect those they are led to be able to work together to achieve common goals. Instill the soul of a leader in you to achieve your goals and success. Where the soul of a leader is those who are democratic, but do not lose their firmness and authority in leading those they lead. There are many ways to achieve the goal. Find a proper and good way. There are many ways to achieve life goals, but to get a good life goal, then you also have to find a proper and good way too, because in this way you know the good things you have to do to achieve your goals. 7. President Joko Widodo. To progress is indeed a lot of challenges and obstacles. Disappointed for a minute, 2 minutes is okay, but after that you have to get up again. Failure is part of success, or in other words, there is no success without the risk of facing failure. However, Pak Jokowi advised us not to grieve for long through this failure. Make failure a material for thinking, to finalize plans for further success. Improvise, improve, then get up and fight again. Start a journey with a clear end goal. The meaning of the sentence is that we as humans who want to achieve success must have a clear goal or vision in advance of where we are going. Everything we do with all our efforts will be in vain if we do not have a clear end goal. This vision helps us have the motivation to continue to pursue our goals.